Good afternoon to you. I'm Alexis Rogers. Thank you so much for joining us. We are following breaking news right now in the search for a missing boy from Hopkins. In just the last hour, we've learned that there's been a new development in the case. We're waiting to hear what that is. Police are planning a news conference in about the next half hour to update us on the search for 4-year-old Wais Muhammad, who has autism and is nonverbal. He's been missing for more than 24 hours now. We'll bring that news conference to you live as soon as it begins. But right now, we want to check in with Lou Raguse, who's been live at the scene throughout the morning. Lou, what can you tell us?
Well, Alexis, there have been developments this morning. We have no positive developments to report. At the same time, we've not received any official updates from authorities so far, so we'll just bring you along with what we've been able to observe here. There was a news conference scheduled for 11 a.m. here at the fire department, but when these developments started to happen, they pushed that back, and now we're expecting them to speak at about 12:30. If they begin to speak while we're still on the air here, we'll bring that to you. As the developments started to happen, we went down to the creek, and as you might be able to see on some of our video, police began putting up a lot of crime scene tape to keep people away from Minnehaha Creek, which travels between Hopkins and St. Louis Park in the relevant areas here and runs very close to the apartment where the child was last seen. Now, to recap what happened yesterday, at about 7 a.m., the child made his way out of his apartment. And this was very concerning because, as you mentioned, he's autistic and nonverbal. He also is drawn to water and is scared by loud noises. And with the proximity to Minnehaha Creek, that of course made it very urgent and very concerning. And a lot of people who found out through something just like an Amber Alert on their phone wanted to do everything that they could to help. So then at 7 a.m. this morning, an official search party was put together. They were out there searching the areas around the creek where there is some heavy brush and trees. And then, as we mentioned, there were developments later this morning that we will hope to be able to report more on very soon. The child is a member of the Somali community. I was speaking with members of the community there at the apartment, and it's a very grim emotion among a lot of them, a lot of tears being shed this morning, and among the searchers who were hoping to find him, of course, became very concerned when night fell last night, and this 4-year-old child, who was believed to not be wearing much clothes at all, had still not been found. So we will check back with you later on in this newscast, especially if this news conference gets started here. We'll bring you in live with that. Alexis?
Lou, thank you so much. It's interesting. I was one of those people who got that alert, and of course, everyone very concerned. Can you give us a sense of what the search crews look like right now? I mean, obviously multiple agencies, but for anyone who's not used to seeing this sort of thing, what does that process look like from what you can tell?
Yeah, the Hopkins Police Department and Fire Department are fairly small departments, and they're getting a lot of help from Minnetonka and other surrounding cities here. Those are the official law enforcement search groups, but there also are civilians who volunteered their time and were here at 7 a.m. to do what they could to help. Those people are kind of being pulled back at this point. There was a second group expected to leave at about 1 p.m. We don't know if that group is still going to go out. We expect to hear more about that before we get to that point.
Lou, thank you so much. And of course, we'll check back in with you in a little while. We'll have continuing coverage of this story all day on KARE11.com, and we'll bring you updates on air starting at 4 o'clock. And again, when that news conference begins at 12:30, we'll make sure that we bring that to you live here on TV and online.